Hello and welcome to a new episode from Mac the Tech. This is Muhammad, I am Power BI consultant and I'm here to help you in your Power BI project. I make a small series of episodes that cover different topics in Power BI to guide you and help you in your Power BI journey. I think you will like the content that I'm presenting, and for this I'm going to ask you to subscribe for this channel, turn on the bell icon to receive notification as soon as I post something new, and like and share the episode with your friends that are interested in such content. Without further ado, let's go to the episode and see what today we are going to cover in Power BI. On the computer. Today we are going to speak about the latest update from the March update that happened last month. They introduced something called error bars, and I want to show a use case for the error bars. First, in order to have the error bars in your Power BI, it's a feature update. So basically you have to go to Options and Settings. In the options, you need to make sure that in the preview section, preview features, the error bars are turned on. How to use the error bars? There are several use cases. Error bars can show anomalies inside your data. As well, you can use them to show a target area. So today we're going to use the error bars to show a very simple target area and how this target area that used to take so much time is now so easy that even a beginner in Power BI can use it and utilize its functionality. Let's first try to build our own data. So instead of using the data here, I'm going to use a data that is random and I made it in a simple Excel sheet. But instead of linking the Excel sheet, I'm going to show you a new way to create a table inside Power BI in a very simple manner and fast to work with. I have this Excel sheet and I made this data inside the Excel sheet using a rand between function or whatever. All I have to do is copy this Excel sheet, copy this range of data, and then come here and paste it. Once I paste, I have the table. I will say this is sample data. As you can see, immediately applying the changes, creating connection in model, and that's as simple as it gets. And as you see, it's a very simple, straightforward data. So if I go to sample data, you see it's only a date and an amount of value ranges between 500 and 1000. Let's go back to the model. On this new page, I'm going to call this error bar use case. How to use the error bars. So let's say I will take a new visual and this visual will be the line chart. I'm going to make it bigger just to show you how friendly it is to make it and how easy it is to make it. I go to sample data, I bring the date into the axis, I'll remove the quarter, I'll remove the day, I'm going to keep only the year and month, and I'm going to bring the amount to year. You see, I clicked on the expand tab. Why? Because if I keep it like this, you'll only see the year, which is 2021 and 2022. By just clicking on this simple expand all down, you'll see the months. So I'll see from January 2021 to December 2022. Very nice. You see the data is scattered all along. It's random data, but it has different amounts. Now, how can I use the error bars to show a target between 600 and 900, and this way I can easily point out the data which are outside the range that I'm looking for? You go to the analysis or analysis visual, and inside here you will find error bars. So I click on the error bars. And you see immediately it's targeting the amount. I say enabled. You'll see there is an upper bound and lower bound, but you need a measure to work on the upper bound and lower bound. So I'm going to add two measures, one for the upper bound and one for the lower bound. So this is the first measure, and in here I'm going to say lower bound, and I'm going to put 600. I'm going to add a new measure, and I'm going to call upper bound, and this one I'm going to make 900. Okay, so now that I have my measures, all I have to do is bring the lower bound to the lower bound and the upper bound, put it in the upper bound. And once I did it, you can see immediately there is an error bars. And here are the error bars where you can see the upper and lower bound. You see, lower is 600, upper is 900, and the amount at this point is 679, which is in the range. But these are error bars. I can also make different. I can make them lines. So if I click on lines, you'll see that I have two lines here, one up and one down. But I like the shaded area because it is like a target area. It shows how it's made, how it's done. At the same time, I can change the color. I can make it blue. I can play with the opacity a little bit and make it more visually appealing. And now you can see your data is the green one, your target area is the blue one. Very easy way to make a target area, which used to take a lot of work and a lot of measures to make it before the error bars were introduced. At the same time, we can also make it interactive. So basically, I have year 2021 and year 2022, and I can make different target areas for both. So for example, instead of using here, I can also adjust the measure back. So in the lower bound, I'm going to use switch function. And in the switch function, I'm going to use selected value. And in selected value, I will go sample, date, year. I'm going to close the bracket, comma, enter. And if it's 2021, I want the value to be 500. And if it is 2022, I want the value to be 600. And let's see what will happen to this switch function. And here you can see immediately the target changed in the year 2022. Let's do the same for the upper bound. And if I go to the upper bound, I also change this one. I go to switch, and in the switch selected value, I go to date, to the sample data date, and in the year, I close the bracket, comma, and if it is 2021, I want it to be 800, for example, and if it is 2022, I want it to be 900, and close the brackets. And now you can see what happened is that the lower bound is 500 if it is 2021, and it is 600 if it is 2022, and you can see that the target area is evolving. A lot of use cases that can be used in using the error bars, and at the same time, as I told you, in the error bars here, you can change them from being a shaded area. You can add markers as well, and here you can see the different points that you want to look at. A lot of things, even in tooltips, you can add so many different things. There's also absolute and relative, but this is a more advanced part in the error bars. I'm gonna close at this stage and showing you how you can use these error bars that are from the March updates, which I think very useful for you in the future. That's it for today. I hope you liked the episode, and if you liked the episode, please write in the comments what did you like, and let's open a discussion about the episode and what you think is challenging to you in your Power BI project. I'm here to help you. Please reach out if you need any help. Have a nice day.